It's just an episode about anything and everything we're gonna talk about. That's how Flow Subs is gonna go from now on. Yeah, we may focus on sports and we'll limit it out with that. But at the same time, appreciate y'all tuning in. Wherever y'all at, be safe, be smart. This Flow of Substance. Uh,
Yes, sir.
where we? This is my man Dave Bowman. My name Earl. You can call me
What up?
E.
What up?
And shit, make sure you check out Dave Bowman music on Spotify and all other streaming platforms.
Straight up.
You feel me? Since we're gonna talk about hip hop, he got a project called Genesis, and you got new music coming out, right? Too.
Yep. You already know. Check in with that. Tap in. You feel me? Something different. Something,
For sure. He ain't talking about bullshit and ain't no trap shit. He talking about shit that people actually deal with and go through.
And with that being said, this is Flow of Substance.
hmm So we talking about
The
what
state
what
of
we
hip
what,
hop.
state of hip hop, right?
Man.
What got us started? It was a tweet. Who
It
tweeted
was
it
a
again?
tweet by DDG from Pontiac, the rapper. Well, let me put out his background. YouTuber turned rapper from Pontiac, Michigan, that moved to
hmm
Los Angeles, and he had made a tweet basically saying that this generation of rappers is 10 times better than the old ones. And he said 10 times better, guys. That's like, you could, if you was to say a little bit, you might be like, okay, maybe. But 10 times, like,
Yeah.
sheesh. You just saying they trash.
He coming off the neck though. That's like off
Yeah.
the neck, like saying
It's
he
like,
that nigga
ooh, you bold for
trash.
that. You got to be a bold motherfucker to say that.
You feel me? That's like bar for bar, word for word, line for line.
Production.
I feel like Soldier Boy would have said that bar for bar. He stole my whole fucking flow.
That nigga fool. Soldier Boy
But
funny as hell.
as I think we had this conversation a couple days, I that for one, that's not like a real. It's like no real answer for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause what do you mean? What are you referring to? Are you talking about substance, content, flow, beats? What are you referring
Yeah.
to?
You would have to pick, I guess, a specific part and
Storytelling?
say,
You
yeah, and
feel
say, we're
me?
better at this. You can't just say overall you're better.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Because you feel me? Slick Rick had a whole song that was based about telling a story. So I'm like, what are you referring to? Are you saying like a Lil Yachty's better than a Slick Rick?
And honestly, I mean, yeah, I was about to say they had more storytelling back in the day than they do now.
You feel me? I mean, they
Especially
like,
now.
yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
the rappers that do storytelling is the ones that, they're not the ones that came in like 2013 and 14. You have a couple that did, of course, there's always gonna be a couple, you feel me, that slipped through the cracks. But we really ain't had like an influx of people who can tell stories like that since like 2009 and 10, when we got Drake and Kendrick and Cole and Meek
Mm-hmm.
and Sean
Ab
and
Q.
Wale and niggas like that. That was the influence. Now I ain't gonna lie. At that time, if they would have said this, I wouldn't have been as more like got a sour face if
Yeah.
they generation would have said it.
So
But it's DDG, bro. To me, it's not even good enough to even be speaking up for his generation. To be honest with you, in my opinion.
like he's not the. You saying he's not the top guy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. To be honest, I don't know too many people who even like his music personally.
Personally,
Yes.
okay. So I've been out to a couple clubs. They do play Money Long a lot with him and 42 Doug.
I don't even know what that is.
And so it's like a party song. You just if you go to the
Yeah.
club and you go to the club on this side, like Midwest to East Coast,
Yeah, I was
they'll
like
play
maybe
it.
over there out that way, but he lives in LA though. So
Absolutely, but you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
so really we not fucking with it out here. So he might as well move out there then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That offers a point.
To be honest, he
What
did
I
that
feel
one
like the
song they
person is
had.
coming from, it's like I can't like how are you holding this mirror? I just want to know like what is the substance of what you talking about? Like
Yeah,
what are you
what
referring?
exactly do you mean by that? Like, can you, if he was to explain it more, I don't even know if he would actually have an answer for it. That's the thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hip hop is 40 years old. So when you talking about back in the day, like Game is back in the day now. 50
Yeah,
Cent is back in the day.
right,
Kanye West first two, three albums is back in the day. Like, you feel me? Those albums came out about to be 20 years from now. So are you better than them? And they're still rapping.
right. Right. And